Alrighty, in today's video, I'm going to pull back out the 6.5 PRC. Going to shoot the 140 grain ELD match with Vihtavuori N560. So these hit the lands of my rifle about 3.0 inches. We're going to shoot them at 2.950. We're using 1x fired Nosler Brass CCI 34 primers. We're going to start out at 55.9 grains and work our way up to 57.4. There really is no load data from Hornady with this bullet and this powder, but they do list loads with the 147 grain. So we kind of followed that, thinking that if we're using the 147 grain loads, it shouldn't be too hot for the 140 grain loads. So let's get out on the range and let's see how these shoot. Alrighty, we're out here on the range. This is my 24-inch Bergara B14 HMR chambered in 6.5 PRC. It's got an Athlon 5-25 by 56 minus tack optic. We're shooting the 140 grain ELD match from Hornady with Vihtavuori N560. Target's at 100 yards. It is nice and cold today, about 35 degrees. A little bit of breeze, not too bad. Right in our face though, getting velocity through our lab radar. Alright, so the gun is cold. It's not clean. We shot 5 shots through it, or 8 shots through it in the last video to sight the scope in. We're gonna go ahead and see how these shoot. Alrighty. So the first one's going to be a 4-shot group, then we're going to be 5-shot groups. And that's just because I have an odd number of brass. Let's go ahead and see if she'll shoot. Alright, so we're a little bit hotter on our velocity than what I expected, but hopefully we'll be okay. That one was 31.10. Maybe not here. That one was 30.35. That was 30.23. Alright, so I believe we're already getting an ejector mark on this brass, so that's not a good start here. Even if these are our first loads. I feel like this Nosler Brass has got me in trouble a little bit. Yeah, that one was a little sticky. Alright, well I guess we're going to have to pull all these and come back later. Alright, so I went back and looked at some load data, and we're not super high for velocity. We got some little, like some really slight ejector smears. We're going to go ahead and at least try to shoot these next 5, see if we can determine our top end here. But we'll probably stop after that and have to pull some bullets. This is the most annoying part of reloading, because you put all this time into reloading, put all this time putting everything out on the bench, and then you know, this happens on your first load, and it, you know, you would think following, you know, Hornady lists load data up to the 147 grain projectile, and we started under the 147 grain stuff, so you'd think we'd be just fine, but you know, it's super cold today, but let's see what it does. The bolt's a little sticky. Little bit of a smear, like I said. We'll just shoot this 5 and then we'll go pull the other 10. Yeah, every one of these is smearing my brass. It's not, I don't think it's destroying our brass here, but it's definitely too hot. So. It was fairly sticky. It's probably our worst one yet. Definitely gonna stop here. That wasn't too bad. Alright, well, I guess how upset can I be about that group, but that's our max load. We're not going to shoot any more than that. I'm for sure about it this time, because we smeared every single one of those. So if we go any higher, that's just going to get into dangerous territory. Alright, let's see here. Let's take a look at velocity. Alright, so those 5 were 30.51 feet per second with a 4.9 SD. Let's get over there. We'll take a look at the target, and I'll show you a quick look at the brass. Alright, so we're back at the bench here. Short range trip today. The 55.9 grain load shot 3,027 feet per second, 13.8 SD, and a 0.83 inch 4-shot group. Pretty good start. Moved up to 56.4 grains. We shot 3,051 feet per second, 4.9 SD, and a 0.42 inch group. Really nice looking 5-shot group there. But we ended up running into some pressure issues. Saw pressure signs on both loads we shot today. Really wasn't even going to shoot the 56.4 grain load, but I was kind of irritated that I loaded all these up, packed everything out to the range, and was not able to shoot them. So you can take a look at the brass there. These are definitely hot. Still can't figure out why they're really so hot. Again, we kind of use the 147 grain load data from Hornady for a guide, so you definitely think that we'd have less pressure than 147 grain bullets since we're shooting the 140. Also in the past, I shot a lot of the 140 Bowtail hollow points with this load. Now I know that it's a different bullet, but usually Hornady lists all their load data together. Now when we were shooting the 140 grain Bowtail hollow point, we shot up to 58.1 grains. Now this was in Hornady brass, but I've measured the case capacities to be the same. So I definitely didn't think we'd get to pressure issues at 57.4 grains. So I don't know if this Nosler brass is just really soft and that's why we're getting the pressure signs on the brass, or if we're truly hitting pressure. Either way, we pulled a 56.9 grain load and 57.4 grain load, and I really plan to shoot them again in this video with lighter charges, but I didn't get around to that this week. So you'll see that upcoming on the channel. We're going to shoot those and see if we can get a really nice group. We're going to move down to 54.9 and 55.4 and see how that goes. Alright, so I've been on the lookout for adding a new gun to the channel. I'm really looking at adding a 243. Really wanted a 6 Creedmoor, but they're pretty much not available, so 243 might be the backup. Either that or 6 ARC. Comment below on what you'd rather see between 6 ARC or 243. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the short video, short range trip. Kind of came out of nowhere, definitely didn't expect it, but things happen in reloading that you don't expect. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to support the channel, join the Patreon. The link is in the description below. Thank you guys for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.